I'm a journalist and I've been following up on some of the stories that have got to do with MDGs. And for a fact, I do know that in communities such as Taha, which is somewhere in the Sanergo district in the northern region, I also know about areas such as Gurupie in the East district of the Upper West region. These previously were areas where you would normally find a very high number of women dying during pregnancy or childbirth. However, ever since MDG 6, which has got to do with reduction of mortality in terms of maternal and infants, I think some successes have been chalked up in that area, and I'm referring to these districts. However, when you look at the issue of water and sanitation, which is MDG 9, there is still a lot to be done in
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and media personnel gathered over here this evening. Today marks a very important moment in our lives as the United Nations has been gathered to announce the 17 goals called the Sustainable Development Goals, which is going to happen on the 25th September, that's the day after tomorrow. And I come from Sustainable Campaign, which is a campaign which is focused on inspiring citizens, building on public mobilization, public action, to engage our leaders and remind them to commit to reduce poverty, inequality, and climate change in this year. Because the year 2015 is seen as very critical in the lives of people and planet because of the new development framework, which is the Sustainable Development Goals, which are being adored, and also for the Climate Change Summit, which is expected to take place in December this year in Paris, France, where our leaders once again will commit to a new framework that will bind this planet where we are all living in. Citizens are coming together in the evening, lighting all forms of objects that will give light to signify that we are watching our leaders as they are committing to these new goals, and also asking and reminding them that they should light their way to a better future for people and also for planet, for the next generation. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you all here to dialogue on the pending adoption of the Global Development Goals. I'm grateful that you are here with us. In the year 2000, the global community, unhappy with development concerns around the world, and the soaring poverty levels, the widening inequality within and between nations, and rapidly deteriorating climate conditions due to human folly, prompted a decision to adopt a set of goals to guide global development and particularly reduce poverty. This led to the Millennium Development Goals, which among other goals was to see to the halving of global poverty by 2015, which we are in now. The success story of the MDGs are patchy, but nevertheless, lessons have been learned. In Ghana, some successes in poverty reduction, maternal mortality, infant mortality, and prevalence of HIV and AIDS has been achieved in other areas in terms of the MDGs, especially gross school enrollment. 100% has been achieved in other regions such as Brong-Ahafo, Western region, Central region, and Upper West region. Other regions are still lagging behind, but in all, Ghana hasn't done so badly in terms of the MDGs. In 2015, the stock has been taken, and the decision is to have a new set of development goals, which are the Sustainable Development Goals that addresses development concerns holistically. This time, there are 17 goals. They are lined up down here, a bit small for you to see, but there are 17 goals which cover a whole range of issues affecting states, rich or poor, in the world, and have been agreed upon as I stand here today. The SDGs promise to end the old age problem of poverty and reduce inequality, ensure inclusive and equitable education, availability and access to clean water and sanitation, and ensure sustainable energy and housing and good dwelling places for all of us by 2030. I hope that will be able to help our donor situation as well. These goals will be adopted at the upcoming UN General Assembly in New York on the 25th September, and His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama will be addressing the summit alongside other world leaders. Tomorrow, in more than 70 cities around the world, including our city Accra, tens of thousands of campaigners backed by leaders such as Desmond Tutu, Malala, in a series of events around the globe, from Australia to India, from South Africa to Brazil, thousands of campaigners and ordinary citizens will call on their leaders to light the way, as we are also doing here now, towards taking urgent action to tackle poverty and inequality. The Action 2015 is one of the world's biggest or largest civil society campaigns, made up of over 2,000 organizations, networks, and coalitions from about 150 countries, calling on leaders to commit to implementing these goals. Should also be central to this process. As a result, we are all gathered here to turn attention to the SDGs and also to dialogue toward the effective implementation of these goals. To you, the media especially, we entreat you to take the SDGs as the new recurrent verses in your reportage.
Personally, I think this is an opportunity where citizens are empowered, they are enlightened about decisions that their leaders are making on their behalf.
In terms of Ghana, because it was only one, eradication of extreme poverty. And even with that, they have 1 and 2. And in the 1 and 2, they say the 3 northern regions, nothing happened. So meaning there's a problem.
Yeah.